thoughts, and then open up for questions.
My thoughts are that obviously really windy day, blowing straight in, and sometimes you wonder if it's going to hurt you or help you. I think a lot of times if you're the more offensive team, it's probably going to hurt you. So I was a little concerned because I feel like we're a lot more offensive, and it did knock down a ball or two, but for the most part, we did a pretty good job on hitting the middle to the top of the baseball, hit some line drives. But I felt like we took advantage of all their mistakes. I mean, they gave us first couple of runs with errors in the field and didn't finish off a couple innings with balls that, example, one didn't get caught at first base, and we pop a couple hits, score a couple more. And I think they walked us 7 or 8 times. And, we took advantage of everything that they gave us, and that was good to see. As far as the pitching part of it, I thought that Marshall Denton did a great job getting us off to a good start on like I said, a windy day. He didn't give him anything, and no walks. Just kept throwing strikes, and we fielded the ball and got back in the dugout. And pretty much everyone we put out there did their job. I think we walked them one time on the day and gave up 4 or 5 hits, but we were never really in any danger of giving up a big inning, so that was good. So. Good to get through the midweek. Good to get these games in through some pretty iffy forecasts that were leading up to these two, and now we can get ready for conference play.
Had a couple more instances today where you had runners at third and less than one out. Are you getting the players you wanted to play at the right time, or can you
that we didn't score them?
Yeah, when you didn't score.
Well, we got a lot in too. Yeah. So, there was a couple of the frustrating one to me was early in the game. We had the bases loaded and one out, and we didn't score a run. We had a chance to break that open. It was, some guys that are trying to, earn a spot. One of them, DH, that, didn't get one in. That was frustrating, and I know he's frustrated, but it's you don't want to make too big a deal about it because then it becomes a mental thing. And but we did get some big hits there the second half of the game, and kind of put it away. But you're right, early in the game when we left some guys out there, and that was frustrating. You can't do that against a really good pitcher. You got to score when you can.
Well, on those same lines, you got Goodhart to the plate at the end, and he got the hit. Was that good to see him get some confidence maybe?
Yeah, it was good to see him get a hit, and I think we had Harris got a pinch hit right before him. So just to get those two guys in the game, get them at bat, and bring them off the bench cold, see how they respond, because it hadn't gone great with our pinch hitter. Those two guys both singled, so hopefully they can sleep on that and gain a little bit of confidence with it.
When you played Louisiana Tech in the wind the other day, there were a lot of hit by pitches. There were quite a few today, more so for them than you. Does it have something to do with the wind, keeping your balance?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to repeat your delivery. A couple of them today were curveballs on. Heston got hit in the side, the elbow, and I think both of them were breaking pitches. But the wind will take you off just a little bit if from time to time. That will definitely help you guide the ball out of the strike zone some.
It looked like Heston may have gotten a little upset after one of those hit by pitches. Did you see that?
Yeah, he was upset. He's been hit a lot. He got hit yesterday too, I think, and maybe twice. I don't know, but the second one, the first one might have been a slider. The second one was a slow breaking ball or something that got away from him, and obviously he knew that he didn't try to do it. I think he was just frustrated that he got hit, and he knew he didn't do it on purpose.
How do you think Washington handled his first start today?
Well, he struggled a little bit, didn't he? I mean, he struck out 3 times, but he laid down a nice sacrifice bunt. We call it a safety type squeeze, and drove in a run there. And at the time, I think we were up 2-0. That made it 3. And he struggled with off-speed pitches. They just kept getting him with sliders. So, I'm glad he got to start, see what it's all about, and we'll go from there.
These freshmen who came in, Taylor, Trest, what do you think of how they did today?
Well, I thought Evan Taylor came in and did a nice job. Tress hits a batter with the very first pitch he throws. So that was a little disappointing. But he gives up. Then I think he might have got an out, gave up a hit, and then maybe another hit, and they scored a run. But then I think he got the double play ball, which was good to see. Obviously, he wasn't as sharp as he was his first outing, but I think it's good to get those guys out there and just get him some work. That's what we were trying to do. Same with Vermillion, get him some work. We could have let him finish the game if we wanted, but we figured 14, 15 pitches was plenty. Wanted Henry to come in and face a lefty, and he got a strikeout and looked pretty good doing it. So that was good to see.
How do you feel about the team heading into SEC play?
Well, I feel like everybody's healthy, and that's always a big concern. Now we played 16 games, and the competition is varied. I thought for the most part, you take away maybe 4 or 5 innings throughout, the first 16 games. We played pretty solid defense and made some really good plays in the field. We've thrown a lot of strikes. We don't walk a lot of people, and I think anytime you're coaching a team, if in baseball, and you feel like that the team is going to make the other team beat you, and because we haven't been beating ourselves too much, and that's how you knock off some wins. So if we can, we're nowhere where we need to get, but we're definitely in good shape right now after 16 games, physically, win-wise, and then mentally we ought to feel good about where we're at. Now the competition's getting ready to heat up, and league play, it's 30 games. You don't want to get too fired up just for one game or one series, because you got to go play another one. You got 10 weeks of it. So you have to play solid baseball if you want to finish in the top of the league.
Is your rotation going to stay the same this weekend?
Yes.
Cody, prior to last week, it seemed like maybe you guys were sending him out there, say, for 3 innings, 4 innings. Did what he did last week, does it maybe change what you expect from him as a third starter?
Well, we're trying to build his pitches up, and if he would have, started to fade after, 3 1/3 or 4, then we would have maybe made a move after 4 to 5. But when he was throwing so well, and just continued on in the 4th, the 5th, I said, hey, this is what we need to see. And I think, he's starting to, his arms built up to the number of pitches, and physically he's ready to do it. If he can do it again this weekend, it'd be great. If he would have faded after 3, we would have gone with somebody else. But he didn't, so it really helped our pitching. Obviously on the weekend, it helped it for these games. It gave us Wicklander a chance to start yesterday, and he'll be available out of the pen in the middle of the week or the weekend, Saturday or Sunday if we need him.
What do you remember about the Sycamore, Missouri's ace?
Really good pitcher. Really knows how to pitch, and he's going to throw his fastballs anywhere from probably 88 to 93, 94 maybe. He throws. He's got a really good changeup, a good slider, different arm slots. I mean, he's the real deal. I mean, if you look at his numbers, ERA, people haven't done much against him, and he's a guy that he may give you a shot at him here or there, and when you get it, and what I mean by that is, you get a chance to score, you better score.
Anybody else? You anticipate keeping Ezel at first base?
Yeah.
After yesterday, you think? Probably won't see him at second.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we get in a bind, we don't have a lot of position players. If we get in a bind, or maybe that arm continues to get better. I think when it warms up, it's going to get better. I mean, honestly, his throwing's at 50%, and if he can get it to 60 to 70% of where it was for the surgery, it'd make a huge difference, because he really knows how to play the game and be in position to do some things. And but if you're making changes or pinch hitting, it's not like we have a bunch of infielders we can run out there. So it'd be nice if he could move over there every now and then.
With Harris and Goodhart, had you gone another inning, where would they have played in the field?
What I was going to do is Opitz was going to third. Martin was out of the game, so I had Kinley going to short. I had Nesbitt going to second. What else did you ask me?
It's Goodhart and Harris got the hit, so
Goodhart probably is coming out of the game. So that's what we'd have done.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All righty. Thank you.